Hi everyone. Today I am talking to Simone Paterson from America. She lives in a wooden cabin in southwestern Virginia. Simone is someone that I follow on my Instagram. I love her art. Most of her art is connected to the chakras and it's beautiful. So please have a look. And she is also really into meditation. And this is something I love that we both share. And today, Simone and I are going to be talking about her practice and in particular, its relation to the aging process, something that we all will have to face or are facing. We are all aging. And we have so many beautiful practices that can help us through this time to enrich and to nurture us. So Simone's going to impart some of her wisdom. Hi, Simone.
Hi, Barbara. So lovely to speak to you again.
I will let you lead this conversation because I know that you're very passionate about this topic and you have plenty to say. So over to you.
Oh, thanks, Barbara. You know, I've been thinking over the last week or so, what do I do in my daily routine or weekly routine that fills me with energy, and how each of those different activities will relate to the different chakras. As you said earlier, my art practice revolves around the chakras. And for about the past 3 years, I've been focusing my art practice on recreating the chakras, meditating, seeing those chakras in my mind's eye, and then transferring those visions onto paper or with embroidery, which is my main practice. But let me switch back to my daily activities or weekly activities that relate to the chakras and fill me with a sense of vitality and strength and confidence. And the reason why I want to talk about this is I'm coming up to a significant birthday. Yes, I'm turning 60, 60. This is my year. Yeah, water dragon, that's what I am. So, water tiger, I should say. Yeah, I've got my cup, tiger. So let's start with the root chakra. So gardening. I love my garden. I have to go out into my garden and dig in the dirt like every 3 days or so. I mean, I'm in my garden every day, but actually digging in the dirt every 3 days, especially during this time of the year, because it's, you know, we're coming into summer. So that makes me feel really grounded, and I get an immense sense of pleasure gardening. I also have a veggie garden in raised boxes, so that's great for my nutrition as well. And just a note on nutrition, eating colors is really important to me as well. So my nutrition is also based on the chakra system. So I'll try to eat something of every color from the rainbow every day. So let's move up to the sacral chakra. And that is the elemental energy of water. And that's about emotions. Now, emotion will often deal with someone else. So it's, you know, your ability to form relationships, connect with people on a deep level. So an activity that I do, and I do this once a week without fail, and that is partner dance with my husband. So we go and see live music at least once a week, and we dance together. Oh, so great. He's become a really good dancer. When we met, I said to him, you know, sweetie, you're going to have to learn how to dance, or otherwise you don't have a chance with me. And to his credit, he learned how to dance. And partner dancing is really good for me because it makes me follow his lead. In partner dancing, the male is the lead and I have to follow, which is not always an easy thing for me to do. I think if you tend to be a outspoken kind of directed female, it's very difficult to follow. And so that's partner dancing is a really good exercise for me to communicate with my husband and for him to communicate with me and for me to follow his lead. It's really great. In fact, it's such a relief to dance like that because I don't have to make any decisions. He makes the decisions, but sometimes back lead, which is, you know, I place myself in a way that he will then have to do a particular move. So it's, I direct it, but very gently. And it's such a beautiful experience. We both love it. So let's move up to Manipura, the solar plexus, that energy. I play music, and sometimes it's really not easy for me to play music because there's a lot of judgment and shame that comes in because I just kind of get away with it. Playing music. I'm not a great musician, but I'm competent. But I have to access that kind of fire in my belly to bring myself to play with people and to feel confident and to let myself be carried away by the music and to fully participate. I also access that energy to get out of bed in the morning, especially during the winter, you know, when it's cold and you think, oh, no, I don't want to get out of bed. I just don't want to get out of bed. But contemplating that energy of the solar plexus, the Manipura, going, yes, get out of bed, seize the day, you can do it. And that's how I feel often when I play music. It's just like, yes, you can do it. And I always have such a fantastic time. And I've got a good sense of rhythm, so I can keep the rhythm going, and especially jamming with bluegrass musicians. I mean, you know, I can hold on to a G chord and I know that they'll come back to it eventually. So music for me is accessing that energy.
So now we're up to Anahata.
Anahata, Anahata. Sounds like a heartbeat, doesn't it? Anahata, Anahata. That is art for me. And I practice my art every day. That's my living now. I was a professor for many years at a top research institution here in America. Yeah, just said, this is not my life's purpose. It's not my life's purpose. I loved being an educator. It was wonderful. Students were fantastic. Really enjoyed my interaction with students. But, you know, I'd been teaching since I was 20. And at that time I was like, you know, 55. And I said, well, it's now or never. It's now or never. And I was working really, really hard. And I said, I gotta leave. I gotta go. I gotta follow my heart. At the time, I was very underweight. I was sick. I had sky high blood pressure, a very grey complexion. I wasn't well, was not at all well. And so I've been in recovery and doing art full time every day, making my living from it. And it's what I love. And living that life of purpose, it's fantastic. I have never been happier. I'm getting a bit emotional.
Good. That means
Just,
it's true to you.
yes, very, very true. And as a young woman, I always felt a bit of an outsider until I went to art school and I found my clan, and I managed to excel in art school without an incredible amount of effort. It's something that came very naturally to me. And I really enjoy the process of making decisions every day and working intuitively. So those decisions come straight from my heart. It's just flow, getting to that flow state where it's effortless and it comes together, and I lose time. I lose sense of time. And in fact, I have little alarms, so I go and eat lunch. Eat lunch, 20-minute meditation, then back to it.
Yeah, I can relate to all of that. That's beautiful. So the heart chakra connecting to creative flow, basically, and doing what you love. Doing what you love.
Doing what you love. Visuddha, communications chakra. Now, I've been thinking a lot about this, and in the past I would have said, oh yes, it's my teaching. But now it's writing, because of the silence. And you might think, oh, that's in contradiction. But I think that communication also needs silence and deep listening. So maybe listening is a better term for it. That my writing is influenced a lot by what I read or what I listen to, and then also listening to my inner voice, or some people might say listening to guardian angels or higher beings or ascended masters. And I think that you can listen to them in writings or listening to different podcasts. And so for me, that communication is writing. I know I've been doing a lot of talking with you at the moment, but listening is such an important aspect of this communication chakra, like
Yeah,
active.
it's the yin and the yang of that particular chakra. Both need to be in harmony with each other, not weighted too much one way or the other.
Mm-hmm. But I feel like such a chatterbox at the moment, Barbara.
Well, it's appropriate. It would be very awkward if you were not talking right now.
Yes, I suppose so. And I just want to say, I learned so much from you, Barbara, from your Instagram account. I love how, in fact, this whole conversation is being inspired by something you did a few weeks ago, and that is sort of like linking different elements into the chakras. it was quite a really interesting post, and I got a lot from it. But I get a lot from seeing all your posts, especially with you dancing on the ceiling.
I do love my Instagram. It's a creative outlet for me.
Oh yes, I enjoy watching it, listening to you. Oh, what's Barbara doing today? It's also beautiful seeing you go out into the environment, because I miss Australia so much, and just seeing that is really beautiful.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, let's move up to Agnya.
Anya. Yes, that intuition. And I'm going to have to link that back again to my art practice, because that's how I work. It's how I work. And because of the importance of meditation in my practice as well. So the third eye chakra to me is about meditation. And it's in that state of meditation that I see the artwork that I'm going to make. It's kind of an interesting experience, because I'll take some time to get into the state of using deep breathing or square breathing for a bit, and then I'll relax that and let my breathing just be very calm. And it's like seeing a screen on the back of my eyes. I can't describe it any other way, but the images coalesce and then disperse. Sometimes they will rotate, but sometimes it will vortex in a more three-dimensional way. So I really like it when that happens.
Yeah,
but
you're a visionary artist.
Yes, I would like to think so. That's what I call my practice. It doesn't always come. It doesn't always become vivid, but generally that's more about me and where I'm at. You know, maybe my monkey mind is a bit too too hectic, and if it's like that, I don't judge. I just let it flow. I just let it flow. Let it come in, let it go out, monkey mind. Don't get attached to it, and just try and sit with it long enough, and then you go, it will flip. And I kind of go, oh yeah.
That's a wonderful gift to have. I just wonder, is this something that has developed in your later years, or have you always had that?
As a child, I was obsessed with flying. I remember my childhood dreams of flying, very, very vivid flying dreams, to the extent that when I woke up in the morning, I would run outside naked, running around the backyard, flying, like, you know, at 6 a.m, where my neighbor would shout out to my mother, "Simone's flying again." I remember the day my father told me I couldn't fly. I remember that day. Everybody was very upset with him. But when I think about that, it was an out-of-body experience. I also had a lot of contact with my great-grandmother, who would see dead people. and read tea leaves, and people would come to the house and she would do readings for them. She was a wonderful great grandmother, and she gave me unconditional love. And yeah, she told me a lot of things that were probably unconventional.
Right.
And yeah, she could see through the veil.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that brings us to the crown chakra.
Crown chakra. You know, the crown chakra to me is it's kind of a difficult energy for me to ascend to. I could bring down from, but to ascend up, I mean, I get to here, but to go further up is it doesn't happen daily. You know, I kind of get to here, I get my intuition, it's really going, but that ascension up, it I can do it if I have a guided meditation and I can follow that guided meditation. But when I'm meditating by myself, I get here. There's so much going on, so much to see in just the state of meditation, that feeling of ascension isn't, what word am I looking for? Isn't a guarantee. It isn't a guarantee. But I've been thinking about it. Okay, where do I just let go? And I was thinking about my garden again and picking flowers and just looking at the flowers. I mean, you know, the chakra of 1,000 petals, and just looking at a flower, and I just get immense joy from that. So I'm going to bring it to a very simple concept of just having fresh flowers in the house, and that kind of gives a circle back to that root chakra. So making those parallels.
Very nice. Thank you for that. That's been a really nice journey and some great storytelling along the way. I think if you're going to write a book, this would be a nice little structure.
It's in the planning stages. I'm hopefully going to release an ebook at the end of June. That's, well, I would like to get it ready by September at the latest, because I've got a solo exhibition coming up, so I'd like to sort of have that as a part of the solo exhibition.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
So to finish up, we started, thank you for all that. I think that's really inspiring, and people will be able to relate to their own lives and how they can apply that energy for their own, the things that they do. How would you relate all of this to the aging process?
I was looking forward to that question, Barbara. All of this energy transference, and it's a giving and it's a taking, this transferring of energy, this cycle of energy gives you vitality. And this vitality is what keeps you young. This vitality of joy and happiness and raised vibration keeps you young. I swear I am growing younger. I mean, I've always been 16 in the head, but over the last 3 years, since I've been living my life of purpose, well, it's closer to 4 years now, but since I've been living a life of purpose, I'm so much more vital. Lower blood pressure, stabilized weight, capacity to dance and sing and play music, and sleep well. I'm in bed by 10, I'm awake at 5, I have a routine. And having a routine, oh my goodness, that's huge as well, having a routine. I always thought, oh, routine, that's only for suits, you know, for boring, conventional people. But routine is a really good thing. Keeps you balanced. I'm really aware of what I am doing when, and I manage to do everything I want to do. So it's great. So that, to me, what I talked about, the chakra system, that exchange of energy, is making me grow younger. Yay me.
Yay you, absolutely. Good on you.
You know, I think when I was younger, I wanted to change the world. And this, I'm kind of paraphrasing Rumi. Now that I am older, I just want to change myself to be the person I was meant to be. Just be me. That's what I'm on the planet to do. And that's what all of us are on the planet to do you, just to be yourself.
Yeah, it takes a long time and a lot of deconstruction for a lot of people. So, well, it's the journey.
It's the journey. You know, people pleasing. Yeah, I had a lot of work, and I still work on it. You know, this people pleasing. Especially, you know, I was institutionalized for a long time. When I say that, I mean in the education system. Getting a PhD. Why did I need to get a PhD? I'm glad that I did, but I was trying to prove something? Did I need that PhD to be truly an artist? I don't know. I don't think that you need to have an art school education to be an artist. I think if you have the calling, you just have to have the courage to practice, because it's not easy.
No.
If it was, everybody would be an artist, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Or a musician. Or it's not easy. It takes a dedication to practice, and but the rewards, whew, they're great. Really,
yeah, that's
really
right.
big
You get back what you put in. Okay, thank you so much for our conversation today. It's been wonderful to speak to you, and all your wisdom. I'll have to ponder all of that.
Well, it's so nice to speak with you again, Barbara, and it's lovely coming to know you on Instagram. And
So,
people interested in following me, it's Simone Paterson Art, Paterson 1T. Thank you. Thank you, Barbara.
Have you got some words of wisdom to leave us with today?
Be courageous, just be yourself.
Be courageous, just be yourself. Wonderful.